Hey guys, this is Danny, the electronic fisherman. So today's video is going to be about hummingbird down imaging. Thanks for joining in. Let's get after it. All right guys, let me show you kind of a quick way to get your DI unit dialed in. The way that you restore defaults is to hit the menu button twice, go over to setup. When you go down from setup, you're going to go to restore defaults. I'm not going to do it. We're in simulation mode. We're sitting in here in the garage. Just going to go to restore defaults. You're going to hit that. That will not affect any of your waypoints, routes, or tracks, but it will restore it back the way it was when it came from the factory, and it'll remove any potential negative settings that you had in your unit. So let's pretend like we did that and we've got it back and we're back at factory 1010 settings on this screen. All right, so we put the boat in the water. We first go and we hit menu before we even start going and looking for a target, and we figure out a color that's going to suit our eyes for that day. So I prefer 3. 3 is something that my eyes see better, but there are many people that don't like that and they prefer 2, 3, or 4. But it's going to be totally your eyes, your choice, your money, your unit. All right, so we've got the color that we like. Now we've got to go find some raw data to put on the screen to clean up. We're just basically going to Photoshop some data that we're bringing, that we're capturing on the screen. So we've got a really nice rock pile here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to capture the screen. I'm going to stop the screen by bumping the cursor key. When I bump it like that, I've collected that data. It's there. Now I know that as long as I fish within that area and I don't go to another pocket that's got potentially muddy water or upriver or to another section that I'm going to have really drastic changes in depth or water condition or light, I know that my settings will only need just very small tweaks throughout the day as long as I stay close to that type of water and bottom. So here we go. I've captured this down imaging view. I'm going to hit the menu button one time, and I'm going to start with sensitivity. I'm going to blow sensitivity out all the way to 20, and then I'm going to slowly back it down until the image kind of begins to clear up. It's getting close. I'm a little bit below 10. Okay, so that's at 8. That's my eyes. You do it for your eyes. Let's do the same thing with contrast. We're going to blow it out. We're going to back it down. Try not to block y'all's view. So the goal is for hard stuff to appear bright, soft stuff to appear darker, descending will be darker, ascending terrain will be brighter. So that's pretty close right there. These settings will change throughout the day if you move around and encounter different water conditions. So right now, that looks pretty good. Sharpness is on. I'm not a huge fan of sharpness, but watch what it does when I take it off. It kind of takes stuff out of the water column. A lot of times people swear by it. They feel like it really accentuates the water column and shows fish better, and that's totally your preference. You can set your upper range and lower range. For the purpose of this video, we're not going to do this. You can set your upper range. You can take off part of the section that you deem unproductive, and what that'll do is that'll kind of compress this image and kind of enlarge it on the screen. Chart speed, GPS or speed over ground plus 1 or 2. I normally scan at 3 to 3.5 miles an hour, so chart speed of 5 works well. If my boat gets up to about 5 miles an hour, I might bump it to 6 to 8. All right, DI colors. I like that color. All right, so I'm going to try dynamic contrast. Dynamic contrast works very well if you're in a harder bottom or compacted soil, something that gives a real hard return. Doesn't, to me, seem like it works as well if a softer bottom setting. What it does is it applies an automatic contrast. You see how it went in and it applied that automatic contrast. It also removes some of the excessive clutter or the in the water column. When you apply dynamic contrast, you'll need to go back and you'll need to revisit sensitivity and contrast. So we're going to do this again. We're going to make it real slow. I've got dynamic contrast applied. That's the only change that I've made. Now, and I've still got this same captured data right here, and I'm just going to Photoshop it. So here we go. I'm going to take the sensitivity. I'm going to go to 20 with it. Back it down. Oh, that's looking pretty good right there. Usually the rule of thumb is more sensitivity is required for clearer water, less sensitivity is required for dirtier water. Well, that's starting to look pretty good to me. So these numbers are at 12 and 12, but that means diddly squat. Your lake might be opposite of that. So it just so happens with dynamic contrast on, but those are the numbers that really made the image clear for me. So let's go through it. Sensitivity, contrast, sharpness, upper range, lower range, chart speed, got the colors we like, and contrast is on. All you're going to do at that point is hit the menu button twice. You begin collecting sonar again. All right, guys, that's a wrap for down imaging. We've got a lot more great videos that we're working on to bring to you. Please go in and follow, like, subscribe, and share this. We sincerely appreciate your support. God bless. Take care.